Hi there, today we are going to make one of my all-time favourite dishes, and this really is my favourite. We are going to be doing poulet chasseur, or to me and you, chicken chasseur. We're going to use this lovely chicken. I just want to give you a spin of the ingredients. Some nice fresh parsley. Couldn't get hold of any fresh tarragon, so I'm going to use a bit of dry tarragon. I've got 3 shallots diced, 200 grams of chestnut mushrooms, some tomato puree. Now, the purists would use tomatoes, but you know, this is such a good product. I'm going to use some tin chopped tomatoes, you know, real high quality. Got a little bit of oil, some nice French dry white wine, and about 300 ml of chicken stock. But before we start this, I'm going to show you how to break down this chicken into 8 pieces. So I'm going to clear that away. I'll show you how to prepare this chicken and we'll start cooking it. Okay, so you've got your lovely chicken. Just untruss him. And we're going to get 8 pieces out of this. I mean, you can get 10 in all fairness. But what you do is, if you look between that breast and that leg, you really haven't got to do any work. Just snap and it comes out of its joint. If you turn it over, you want to make sure you get that nice oyster out the back. And all you do, it's that easy. I'll show you that again. So you can see that natural fold, that natural crease. Just nick the skin like that, snap it out, and with your knife, that muscle, that lovely oyster. There's only 2 on a chicken, but it's full of flavour. And there's your legs. Now, next bit. I'm not going to use the wing bits. That can go in a stock. So I take them off there. Now, you can take these off the bone, but I like to leave them on the bone to cook them. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically knife in there, straight down. We're left with that chicken crown then. Then I'm going to go and get my big knife, and we're going to hit it straight down the middle. So before I cut straight down that middle then, turn it over, I'm just going to nip the last of that backbone out with my poultry shears. I mean, if you're not confident enough to go straight down there, you know, you can use your poultry shears, but it really is that easy. Press it down, there's your line, you can see natural line. That easy. Right then, let's portion this up a bit more. I'm going to go in half there. So I've got 1 breast portion with the wing on, the other breast portion. That will give us 4. Now, something a bit chefy, you haven't got to do this. That off. My dog will have that, or we'll go in the stock pot. That off. And then separate the thigh and the drumstick. Simple as. And that gives you your 2 drumsticks, your 2 thighs, your 2 breast points, and there. Now you could take that even further if you wanted to. I shall, just to show you, and just take the wing off to show you that one. So you can get 10 pieces out of that chicken. I mean, what looked like a small chicken now will feed 4 people, no problem. Right, let's get on and cook this. So I'm going to get some heat under my new pan. Just bought that, fantastic, that was a bargain. That was £13. 13 English pounds. Look at it, it's amazing. I mean, that's like 1/10 of the price of my Le Creuset, you know, can't beat it. So what we're going to do with this chicken, we're going to season it up, add some flour. That does a couple of things. 1, it helps when you're browning it, and 2nd, it adds a natural thickener to the sauce. So if you've watched my other videos, you'll know what I'm doing. Into a plastic bag, some flour, some pepper, some salt. And the reason we do that, we put our pieces of chicken in, give it a shufty, and there you have lovely. Shake off the excess, floured, seasoned chicken pieces. So I'll just do these for you. So there's my lovely seasoned chuck. Into here, put some nice oil, a neutral oil. I'm using sunflower. You can always season your chick up again, building up flavour. And what we're going to do then, a couple at a time. I mean, we've got 10 pieces there. I'll do 4 at a time, you know, because we don't want to take the heat out of the pan. Just want to take our time without burning it. Just nicely brown our chicken pieces and christen my brand new pan, which is cool as. So as you can see then, I've done my first batch, got a nice coloration on it, and obviously that will render all the fat out, make that skin crispy, so it's really tender, and of course fat equals flavour. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to get this pan on, and I'm going to fry my onions separate. So I'm going to get the pan really hot, put in a little bit of oil, and fry off my 200 grams of sliced chestnut mushrooms. Then we'll add them into there, and we're going to build it that way. You know, you can add your mushrooms in with that and your shallots, but I like to do it in stages, you know, get it all done properly, build up all those flavours. So I'll wait until there's some heat in that, get some oil in, and we'll get some colour on those, you know, until all the moisture is released, and you're just left with lovely caramelised brown mushrooms, which is shroom heaven, baby. So I've got my mushrooms doing their bit there, my pieces of chicken, nice and caramelised, so I'll add those, our first batch into it, back into their pot. And what I'm going to do is make a little space, and I'm going to put my shallots, my 3 chopped shallots, just straight in the middle. Now they're going to take minutes to cook because they're nice and fine, and if you think you haven't got enough oil, don't be scared, you know, just top it up. You can hear that now, beautiful. So let's just take a few minutes, and then we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to have some flambe action going on with some brandy. Quite a bit of flavour, bit of theatre. I love setting the light for things. I blame my parents. Okay, add the brandy just round the edge so it all goes round, and put it one of them. Do it one of them. Wow, not exactly bonfire night there. Do that again, man. See, you don't always get it right on the Scott Root project. Give it another bit. There we go. Beautiful. My mushrooms, man. Get my mushrooms on. So what I'm going to do, I know this seems a bit funny. I'm going to take out my chicken now. We're going to start laying down the foundations for that lovely, lovely sauce. I mean, I can eat this all day. It really is one of my all-time favourites. I know I say that a lot on here, you know, because I do like my fodder, but this really is awesome. So, what we're going to do, move that out of the way there. We're going to add 500 ml of dry white wine. Lovely. I think that'll do us. You can always top it up. And into that, we'll add our stock. And then I've got a tin of tomatoes here, like I said. We only want about half. Get those in. And then a pinch of the good old tomato puree. Give it a bit of a turbocharge. just like that. What we're going to do then, bring that up to the simmer, add our chicken, put in our mushrooms, lid on, and we'll cook it for an hour, hour and a half till it's tender. And you know the difference between this and coq au vin, obviously coq au vin you'd add your smoked bacon and your red wine, but this being Chasseur, you know, it's white wine. So we'll wait till that comes back up. They're looking amazing. I could just tuck into them now. Right, mushrooms are done. I'm going to get that into the mix. Just check that seasoning now. Obviously, we haven't seasoned a lot. Oh, that's lovely. Get some pepper in. Get some salt in. As you can see, that's slowly starting to come up. So, that old chuck. Get him in. I'm going to put it meaty side down. Look at that, man. You've got to love this style of cooking. You've got to love it. I mean, some of the French out there, they must be going, you know, zut de la. But, you know, there's so many recipes for this. Just got to go with it. So once that comes up to the full simmer, we shall turn the heat down, put a lid on, and cook it for an hour, hour and a half, and finish it off with some lovely fresh parsley. And I'm afraid, I know, you don't have to tell me, some dried tarragon. But hey ho, it's still going to taste amazing. Sleep tight, my little prince. See you in an hour. Just want to show you now, in an hour, look how it's changed colour. It's got thicker. I mean, that looks amazing. Oh, tastes awesome. What I'm going to do, which a lot of people don't do this, is just add a bit of sugar, and that'll bring out the natural sweetness in those tomatoes and just really lift it up, give it a zing. I'm going to put the lid back on that. Another half hour. Get our herbs on. Job's a good one. And if the gravy is still, you know, thin, we'll just reduce it down, lid off, serve it up. Job's a good one. Okay, the moment of truth. Look at that. It's been an hour and a half. And all I've got to do now, that looks stunning, is add some parsley. Just chop some parsley. Nice big handful. Not too fussy. Get that in there. Plenty on there. And then, like I said, excuse me, dried tarragon. Just let that get to know each other for a couple of minutes, and then we can try it. But doesn't that look a fantastic plate of food? Okay, I don't think you need me to tell you how good that looks. That is stunning. Now we're going to have this for our supper, so I'm just going to nick a bit. But like I said, that's why I chopped those knuckles off, because you get that lovely restaurant styly. I'm going to try a bit of that sauce. Oh, a bit of skin there, I love the skin. With the mushrooms and the herbs. You know, give you a little sneak peek. Don't want to ruin the appetite, you know how it is. Just look at that, falls apart. And obviously, on that bone, look how juicy and moist that chicken is. Oh man, that is seriously, hang on. Basically what I was trying to say is, that really is amazing. And simple too. Like everything I cook on the project, simple. Please give this a go. I used to buy the packs. You don't need to know more. You know how to do it. Thanks for watching. All the best. And if you can leave that for a day, which is hard, it will only get better. A bit like myself with age, gets better. Bye.